Manchester United had two goalkeepers on their books, yet, when it mattered most, they trusted neither. But now, their goalkeeping nightmare is finally over. When deadline day came, they had a choice: a World Cup winner or a Euro Cup champion. But United chose a 23-year-old Belgian most fans never heard of. They went for the unknown, but it only took a handful of games for Senne Lammens to announce himself to the world.
His good vibrations reverberate through the team. It literally leads to confidence, security, assuredness. When I look back when I played, when did I feel my best? When I didn't have to look behind me.
The signs were there long before anyone said it out loud.
Ziyech whips it in, trying to catch. Oh, he's done him! He's done him! He's caught Donnarumma again! What on earth is the Manchester United goalkeeper doing there?
When Manchester United crashed out to Grimsby Town on penalties, it wasn't just an upset.
Oh, and he got a hand on him. Aguero! Off the crossbar!
Everyone knew the truth. What failed that night wasn't just the goalkeeper, it was everything that led to that humiliating moment.
The end of the short corner. Out comes Onana, loose inside the penalty area. It's 2.
But nowhere was that collapse more visible than in goal. In 2023, Onana was brought in to replace David De Gea. The idea was to have a ball-playing goalkeeper, which De Gea lacked. Altay Bayındır was signed to provide strong competition for Onana, two goalkeepers who were on the first-team roster of their respective nations. Yet, confidence in either was non-existent. The numbers revealed that United's goalkeepers combined for one of the worst defensive records in the club's modern history. Clean sheets? Rare. Crucial saves? Even rarer. Trust from the back four? Gone. In a system that demanded composure and control, they offered only crisis. So when Senne Lammens debuted against Sunderland, clean sheet? Checked. Crucial saves?
Through, what a brilliant ball that is to Isak. Isak's efforts.
Also checked. And from the reactions of United's defenders, you knew that the trust in their goalkeeper was back. And here's what made it worse. Onana wasn't a bad goalkeeper, he just wasn't the right goalkeeper. At Inter, he thrived in a structured system that protected him. But at United...
He's gone a bit early with that, although Onana fumbles! It's a horrible mistake from Onana!
He was exposed. Players couldn't receive the distribution he was signed to perform. Every high ball was a gamble. Every back pass felt like a potential disaster. And Bayındır...
Son with the corner kick. Oh, it's gone in! This ball first, he nods it on, it's flipped forwards and in! Just going to curl it to the back post.
He barely got a chance. But when he did, the nerves showed. He wasn't ready for this level. Not yet. Maybe not ever. Ruben Amorim knew it, because in his world, the goalkeeper isn't just a shot stopper, he's a tempo setter, the foundation of the entire tactical rhythm. Every misplaced pass from the back breaks his structure, every spilled cross collapses his press. Martinez and Gigi Donnarumma would have fit the bill, but here's the problem with the two of them. Martinez was already 34, a short-term fix for a club trying to rebuild with an idea for the longer term. Just wouldn't cut it. Donnarumma seemed like an obvious choice, a Champions League winner with explosive reflexes in European pedigree. What's more, he was out of favour at PSG. But here's what most people missed. Donnarumma's distribution under pressure was inconsistent, his decision-making in sweeper situations questionable, and his wage demands astronomical. And then there was Senne Lammens, a 23-year-old Belgian from Royal Antwerp, whom most fans wouldn't even recognize on FIFA. No Premier League experience, no medals, no headlines, just numbers. Really good numbers. When the news broke that Lammens was the chosen one, the reaction was immediate and negative. But what the outside world missed was the quiet revolution unfolding within Manchester United's walls. A complete restructuring of how the club thought, signed and built. And if you think choosing an unknown over serial winners sounds insane, wait until you hear the data behind the decision. And speaking of unknown, you should hit the like and subscribe button. Because just like Lammens, this channel works better when there's support from the back. To many, choosing a young Belgian looked reckless. a club of Manchester United's stature passing up on top-class goalkeepers. But behind that decision was math, not madness. Inside Carrington, a quiet revolution has been taking shape. Sir Jim Ratcliffe's football department has turned recruitment into a science. Every signing now goes through a performance matrix. A system that tracks over 120 goalkeeper metrics across Europe's top leagues. Every dive, every claim, every misplaced pass, every reaction under pressure, logged, analysed, dissected. And it's not just goalkeepers, this is the same system behind the recent transfer revolution. When the data was filtered through Amorim's tactical model, only one name fit his goalkeeping profile perfectly. Lammens wasn't the biggest name, but he had the biggest differential in every metric that mattered. Where Onana had a safe percentage of 68.9%, Lammens stood at 81.4%. Where Binder struggled to prevent even one expected goal across a season, Lammens recorded 14.5 post-shot XG differential, meaning he prevented almost 15 goals that should have been conceded. He didn't just save shots, he saved games. But here's where it gets really interesting. When his numbers were mapped against Amorim's tactical demands, the fit was almost perfect. In Amorim's 3-4-3 build-up, the goalkeeper is impassive. He's the third centre-back. At Antwerp, Lammens averaged 7 successful long passes per game, compared to Onana's 4. He completed 859 passes at a 76.5% success rate. For context, these are numbers that rival midfielders, not goalkeepers, and his error rate? Just 0.13 per match. These highlights are what United were buying, not potential, proof. And I know it might be too soon or controversial to say it, but it looks like United weren't gambling on him, they were actually evolving. Signing Lammens isn't just about a goalkeeper, it's about structure and identity. To understand why Senne Lammens works so well for Manchester United, you have to first realise how Ruben Amorim's football actually functions. Amorim doesn't see the goalkeeper as the last line of defense, he sees him as the starting point of attack. In his 3-4-3 system, the build-up begins from the back, where the goalkeeper steps into the line between the centre-backs to create numerical superiority. It's not about playing pretty passes, it's about control. Every movement from the keeper either attracts pressure or releases it. Every touch dictates the team's rhythm. That's what killed Onana under Ten Hag. He had the tools, but not the framework. He was asked to be a sweeper keeper without the defensive structure to support it. He was asked to play out from the back while being pressed by 2 strikers with no clear passing lanes. In Amorim's setup, there's structure behind every pass. And so far, Lammens fits this perfectly. Since his arrival, the Belgian ranks first in long passes, first in progressive passes, first in defensive duels won, second in goals prevented, second in passes into the final third, and fourth in the save percentage across the entire Premier League. But even beyond the structure, there's something simple about Lammens that every fan can see without looking at the numbers. He's composed, he's direct, he's dependable. This is why Amorim wanted him. Because for his system to function, the goalkeeper must be more than comfortable with the ball. He must also be trusted. Every crucial intervention would be followed by a smile on the faces of the defenders. Trusted by the coach, trusted by the defenders, trusted to hold the ball under pressure. He's only played a few games, but already Manchester United looks different. The team's actually winning games. You can see it in the way the defenders move. There's calmness that wasn't there before. The kind that only comes when players know the man behind them will handle anything. Last season, those same defenders looked uncertain. Back passes were avoided. Panic clearances were routine. Every aerial ball felt like a gamble. Now, it's steady. The line holds. The build-up flows. And United look like a team with rhythm again. Lammens have become a player that's efficient for the system. In case you haven't noticed, he mirrors Belgium's modern tradition of goalkeeping excellence. At 6'4", Lammens carries the same physical authority that made Thibaut Courtois one of Europe's best. In fact, Courtois said, Lammens is a huge talent, obviously not experienced yet, but he thinks his style is well suited to the Premier League. Belgium may have found their next number one, and United might have found theirs for the next decade. I know it's just his first few games, but the difference has been obvious. Against Sunderland, he made decisive saves that shifted the game's tempo.
Может еще и точно эту игру завершить. Ламменс, вот налево удар, Тальби между Ламменс.
The next match against Liverpool confirmed it wasn't a debut fluke.
Sabaz light to the edge of the penalty area. McAllister towards the back post. Header comes in from Mohamed Salah. What a brilliant ball that is to Isak. Isak's effort saved brilliantly by the...
He came off his line with confidence, claimed crosses under pressure, and turned anxious moments into ordinary ones. Lammens hasn't made Manchester United spectacular, but it's the presence of his stability at the back that instills confidence when the team goes forward. This is what Schmeichel did. This is what Van der Sar did. This is what De Gea did in his prime. For years, the club searched for someone who could bring back that sense of certainty. De Gea was the last to do it. He wasn't flawless, but he made the impossible look ordinary. When he left, United lost more than a shot stopper. They lost their anchor. With Lammens, there's something almost familiar about watching him. The way he organizes the line without shouting, the way he catches under pressure and instantly starts a counterattack. It's not loud dominance like Schmeichel's, it's quiet control, the kind that makes everything around it work. In football, there will always be moments where a player has a dip in form and makes costly errors. Fans and coaches alike will need to be patient with Lammens as he continues to learn. If a mistake or two happens, it will be about how he responds, and his mentality suggests he'll bounce back strongly instead of collapsing. What's encouraging is that he calls United the perfect place to keep developing.
Even if you make a mistake or something, you just move on and try to give your best to the team.
And talked about growing with the team to reach his goal. He's not Schmeichel yet, but you could see the resemblance. He's not Courtois yet, but you could see the composure, the intelligence, the quiet certainty. The pressure is high when playing for a club like Manchester United, but Belgium might have found its next number one, and United might have found theirs for the next decade. So here's the scary truth nobody's noticing. Senne Lammens isn't just a goalkeeper, he's the foundation of everything Ruben Amorim is building. The foundation that was talked about since Jose Mourinho's infamous rant. Check out this next video to see why. See you there.